No, he literally said he is God. Like what I mentioned, read the response of the Jews. So basically this is a response to my question that, because the scripture verses that he quoted, I asked, so does this hinted, or it's a coded language to imply that he is God? And he says no, it is literal. He literally said he is God. And then he had to add a link to that, how the Jews response. So then to that I ask back again, referring to the earlier comments, are you referring to, which I quote, most assuredly I say to you, before Abraham was, I am. And this is my honest question when reading that. How on earth is that statement equal to he literally said he is God? Because this is a quote from his comment. He said that Jesus literally said he is God. So when I just read that from my limited English, of course I do understand English is not the original language of Bible, so maybe he has explanation linguistically, etc. That's my sincere question. So how does this statement equal to he literally claimed to be God? And then to the Jews respond, what about the response of the Jew? Question mark. Did they say you claim to be God? Did they ask, are you claiming to be God? So if you are claiming that the Jews responding literally understanding that Jesus claimed to be God, is it implied or is it explicit? Is it like, you claim to be God, you should be whatever, right? Is that directly verbal response? Which I can, if that is the case, and I can say, oh, okay, at least that's how they understood it. At least the Jews understood it that way. But if it's implied in that the Jews must have done this because, then that's another layer, right? Meaning you have layer upon layer of coding, decoding, scripted language, which is not equal to he literally said he is God, right? So that's my question. And I'm not sure what happened to YouTube. Some messages, when I refresh, this message appear, this message. So this is the response that he had given to answer my question. They wanted to stone him for claiming divinity. So that is his response to the Jews' reaction. But he didn't quote the Bible, right? So is it explicit, or is it you understand it to be that way, but it can be argued? For example, yeah, he said you said the Jews wanted to stone him. Again, it is best if you can quote the verse and we can discuss based on the verse, not just you say, I say, right? So let's take that the Jews wanted to stone him for claiming divinity. Is it, yeah, we have to stone him, he claimed divinity, etc. Meaning, is it literally there? Or what other reason? Meaning, if you argue that way, then it is not that explicit, right? And people can discuss, perhaps they really want to kill Jesus to begin with, and this is an opportunity. Let's claim something that he didn't say, for example, right? Or any other scenario. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. When it is not literally mentioned as such, you cannot impose as if it is mentioned explicitly as such and literally, etc. And then this is to answer how the phrasing I am, for example, is equal to claiming divinity. So this is from Exodus 3:13-14. Then Moses said to God, indeed, when I come to the children of Israel and say to them, the God of your fathers has sent me to you. Wait. Oh, okay, this is Moses saying, right? Means Moses said to God. Okay, I'm trying to understand properly. This is Moses said to God, indeed, when I come to the children of Israel and say to them, okay, so Moses said to God and cited what he said to the Bani Israel, right? The God of your father has sent me to you. Meaning, Moses said to the Bani Israel, God of your father has sent me to you. Okay, understood? And they say to me, what is his name? What shall I say to them? Okay, so this is still Moses asking God, right? And they say to me, what is his name? And then Moses saying to God directly, what shall I say to them? Alright, so understood. So that is the dialogue where Moses asking the question. Moses said, I said this, and they replied this, so what should be my reply? And God said to Moses, I am who I am. Okay, so this directly God says to Moses, right? I am who I am. But then how God instructed, and he said, he here is God, right? Thus you shall say to the children of Israel. So, meaning thus you, then God says as an instruction to Moses, you shall say to the children of Israel, I am has sent me to you. Okay, so in this case, this is referring to God, right? And me here is Moses, right? Right? I hope this translation is accurate, because I'm based my understanding on what is quoted here from Exodus 3:13-14. So if you see this, when Moses is instructed to say by God, I am has sent me to you. I am has sent me to you, right? Am I following correctly? Because I am, it's not I am. I am has sent me to you. So I, then am, when Moses is speaking, it's not I am, it's I am sent me to you, right? So wouldn't the same logic applies when Jesus say, where's the phrase Jesus say? Let me go back. Okay, for example here, right? Most assuredly I say to you, before Abraham was, I am. Wouldn't that be, meaning if you use the same language that Moses is instructed to use to the people, and Jesus is doing is the same language, right? Mostly actually I say to you before Abraham in the past, I am. Because I am is the phrase to refer to God, not I am God, right? Because otherwise what Moses says this here, right? Otherwise then Moses is claiming to be God as well, right? And Moses is claiming, I'm God, but I'm sending me to you, something like that, right? Which, if you want to understand that, then your Trinity would be for Moses, Jesus, right? Because you're saying he's God, but he's sending himself to the people. I think that's how Jesus is being seen, right? He's God, but he's saying God sent Jesus, God sent himself, etc. Right? So, am I getting this correctly? Because if that is the case, and based on the text directly, I cannot see how this is claiming himself to be God. He's just, I assure to you, before Abraham, I am God. Meaning that God is the center of everything. Not me, God. Meaning I here, it's a phrase, I am, right? Because that's how, correct me if I'm wrong, right? For example, here, this is God is speaking, right? Okay, fine, God is speaking. I am who I am. I'm not sure how you capital this, unless if this is not capital, and this is how, this is my speculation, right? Because I'm not sure the capital is in the original Bible or not, or it is understood or whatever, right? So that is a topic on its own. But to make sense, as if God say I am who, then I am the phrase, and then when God says to Moses, use this to refer to me, right? In other words, because Moses is asked to tell to the children of Israel, God has sent me to you, right? And to refer to God, I am sent me to you, right? So again, to finalize the question that I have, wouldn't the Jesus saying the same? Most assuredly, before Abraham, I am. So how can that be literally? Because you are saying he literally say he is God, but from the language comparing to the statement of Moses, I'm not looking this up. I'm based on the response from the Christian themselves, and when they cite, I expect the citation from the Bible, because they are citing their Bible, right? So that's how it seems. Wouldn't that be the more accurate way of understanding? This is I am before Abraham was I am is not claiming to be divine or claiming to be God. It is, God is the center of my message. Even before Abraham, I am, right? Referring to God. because that's how God want to be, based on the Bible or the Exodus, how God want to be referred to. I hope my question is clear, and I hope you can educate me if I'm missing something. Thank you for watching. See you next time.